Risk is different for different people. So back then, I figured, look, if this thing doesn't work, Bitcoin goes to zero, I would find another job very quickly. I can always find another job, and the chance of Bitcoin going to zero is zero. Bitcoin is not like Bitcoin is a technology that's evolving. So we've seen that with the internet. There can be ups and downs with the companies performing well, not well, but the internet itself is growing. So technologies don't go away. Big technologies like Bitcoin, internet, the concept in our heads. If we shut down Bitcoin, if we shut down internet today, there will be internet too, because we know how to do it now.
Yep.
So this thing will not disappear. So once I figured that out, I was all in. So the risk would be like, any company, etc., or any project I was involved with have some risks. I can always get a different job.
During a fireside conversation, CZ, CEO of Binance, provides an update on the cryptocurrency market and discusses what to look forward to with Bitcoin and Binance in 2023. He discusses in the interview his reasoning for buying Bitcoin at first, why he has complete faith in the cryptocurrency industry, and why he thinks 2023 will be a turning point for the market as a whole. Although FTX has collapsed, CZ still believes that a bull market will resume in 2023. As of the time of the recording, Bitcoin has had a significant rise and is currently trading just under $23,000, which CZ thinks is just the beginning. Additionally, just a small portion of my viewers are active subscribers. If you like watching finance-related videos, think about liking or subscribing. It's free.
I think my aha moment is probably gonna be December 2013 in Las Vegas. There was a Bitcoin conference, maybe with like 100-something people, a very small conference. So I come to learn about Bitcoin in mid 2013. So, and I've been reading about the white paper, downloaded the wallet, playing with it. There's much less material back then than there is now. I understood the technology, and I think, well, it might work, but we need a community behind it. So that's why I went to a conference in December 2013. And at the time, the news headlines were all Silk Road, drug lords using Bitcoin, etc. But when you entered the conference, Vitalik was there, Matt Rozek was there. It was a bunch of geeks, a bunch of kids, the programmers, the developers, the bunch of really, really nice people. And then after that conference, I said, if this is a community that's behind it, I can do it. So that's why after that conference, I quit my job, started looking for a new job in the crypto industry, the Bitcoin industry back then. And then I sold my apartment and converted that into Bitcoin. So that's kind of my aha moment back then.
Wow, you really dive in both feet first. I mean, that's quite a commitment to sell your apartment to just buy Bitcoin. That's really impressive. It shows you have a lot of courage, and you really took a big leap of faith back then.
So risk is different for different people. So back then, I figured, look, if this thing doesn't work, Bitcoin goes to zero, I would find another job very quickly. I can always find another job, and the chance of Bitcoin going to zero is zero. Bitcoin is not like Bitcoin is a technology that's evolving. So we've seen that with the internet. There can be ups and downs with the companies performing well, not well, but the internet itself is growing. So technologies don't go away. Big technologies like Bitcoin, internet, the concept in our heads. If we shut down Bitcoin, if we shut down internet today, there will be internet too, because we know how to do it now.
Yep.
So this thing will not disappear. So once I figured that out, I was all in. So the risk would be like, any company, etc., or any project I was involved with have some risks. I can always get a different job.
It's very brave of you. I applaud you for taking that kind of risk. That's amazing. It shows that you're definitely an innovator, an entrepreneur, and very forward-thinking. So, congratulations on all of your success. Personally, from me, I think that's just incredible. So, let's kind of switch over to talk a little bit about enterprises. So, most companies and organizations, they have principles that they live by. At Casper Labs, for us, we're radically transparent. We believe in really vigorous and healthy debate. And above all, for us, the most important thing is integrity. And I believe that the principles of a company are really a reflection of its leaders. Renal and I are very, very, we're very committed to these principles, these core values. Could you share with us what your personal principles and values are? And, what do you live by?
Yeah, actually, I wrote this down. I have it in a blog post. It's not very well written, I'm still working on on version 2. So I had the privilege and the honor to meet with Ray Dalio maybe about 8 months ago. And I've met him over, like 4 or 5 times over the last 8-9 months. And when I first met him, before I first met him, I read his books about principles. But I was trying to write down my own principles. It was super difficult. It was very, very difficult to generalize your principles so that they handle special cases, etc. But after I met him, he gave me a tip that made me able to write them down. So that 2-pager that I had before I met him became a 20-pager. Wow. And then so he was actually my inspiration and kind of coach helping me to write down my principles. It's a 20-page document now. It's on the Binance blog. If you search for CZ principles, you'll find it. I'm actually rewriting the second version. The content are mostly the same. There's some additions, but I'm restructuring the document so that it's a simpler read. So yeah, very simple things like there's simple things like always do the right thing, always be ethical. There's some controversial things like never sign exclusive contracts, never enter into exclusive agreements, there's some weaknesses too. I don't give compliments that much. It's more stick than carrot. And many people give me feedback that might not be the best approach or the best principle. It's not a principle per se. It's just who I am. So I'm trying to improve on some of those things as well.
That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.